What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy Wellness Wednesday. Oh my gosh, it is Wednesday, and I don't even know when that happens. But today I want to talk about how to lose 5 pounds this month. Okay, we're going to talk about it. Y'all know I love to do all the math and teach you all the things behind how to get these things done. And while I know that this is not everyone's goal, I'm speaking to people whose goal it is. So I will do more videos about gaining muscle mass and things like that. But today I want to talk about weight loss because it is January 1st. So first of all, what I need you to do is share this on your page. I need you to in your share this in your groups or whatever because y'all are going to want to know about this. And let me tell you, Wellness Week is next week, and I'm not going to have time to talk to all of y'all. So what I need you to do is really hone in right now. Okay. And you might be like, I don't want to sit down and listen to this, whatever, whatever. Okay. Well, go do what you got to do and just listen because you're going to want to know these things. And my is already popping. Okay. So this is the only thing you're going to get free from me. Okay. When it comes to this topic. So get your paper out. I want you to write down your goals, and I need you to make this plan while I'm talking, okay? I don't want you to just be listening to me arbitrarily and be like, I don't know what D is talking about, but I want you to really tap in with it. Okay, so first and foremost, I just want to talk on a professional level. I've been doing this 21 years and been working with black women in particular. So I've seen black women be 20 years old, train them 18, 17, and now I see those same people in their 40s, their 50s, 60s, depending on when they came and trained with me. All right. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get a body scan. Okay. That's what I need. I need you to go get your body scan done. And you might say, where can I get a body scan? I have a body scanner. It's an in-body scanner. It tells me, I'll show you what that is. It tells me your body water. It tells me your muscle mass. It tells me your fat mass. And it does a segmental analysis of what your your trunk, your arms, your legs are made up of. It tells me your basal metabolic rate, your BMI, your body fat percentage, etc. This might sound foreign to you, but basically what these body scans are is to tell me or your trainer, whomever, I don't have to be your trainer, okay? But it tells your trainer and you what your body is made up of, okay? When you get on the scale only tells you what you weigh. So if I put let's just say I put my headphones on a scale, my headphones don't the scale doesn't know, is this a headphones or is this a newborn baby? It doesn't know. So that's why you got to get on the in-body scale. Tracy has one at Creative Corner Nutrition if you are in Mobile, Alabama. If you're not in Mobile, I need you to start asking people. I need you to be like, does anybody have a body scanner? There are DECA scanners, there are in-bodies, there are ones you can get off of Amazon. I'll find some of those and put them in my stories. But I know Kay had one off of Amazon. It was something like 20 bucks, very cheap, but it broke down her body water, her muscle mass, her bone density, all the things it broke down very cheap at the house. Don't buy no scale that just tells you how much you weigh. Let's start there. Okay? Do not do it. Do not do it. I love y'all so much. Do not do it because you'll start obsessing over information that you don't understand that is not applicable to you. Okay? So I'm gonna break down what this is. Why do I need all these metrics? Why do you need to know your body fat percentage, and why do you need to know your muscle mass? Because some of y'all, and I asked this question. Y'all know I ask questions on purpose. Some of y'all have weight loss goals that are not correct. They're not gonna say they're not correct. You have weight loss goals that are incomplete. That's a better word. So let's just say I want to lose, I say I want to lose 50 pounds. Okay. I weigh 211 pounds. All right. And I say, okay, I want to get to 150 or I want to lose 50 pounds. Now, my body fat mass is only 69.9 pounds. So I only have 69, I'm saying only. I have 69.9 pounds of fat on my body. You still need fat to live. So for me to say I want to lose 50 pounds, my body fat is going to be too low, number one, or I'm going to have to lose a combination of body fat and muscle mass. Ladies, listen. When you lose muscle mass, your metabolism goes down. Okay? The more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism. So as we are going through January 1st and we're navigating this year and what our goals are, I need you to understand. You over here like, what can I take to boost my metabolism? Lift some weights. But when you start doing all this crazy cardio and you start doing these crazy diets and your calories are super duper low, your metabolism goes down and you start gaining weight when you don't want to, okay? So we want to get these body scans done so we can have a realistic goal, all right? So my goal, all right, personally is to get my body fat percentage down because the number on the scale to me is neither here nor there. However, if I was to pick a number on the scale to say, how much weight do I want to lose? Instead of saying, how much weight do you want to lose? You say, how much fat do I want to lose? Because that's what matters. Ladies over 35, I'm going to say 30, because I've been doing these for many, many years, these body scans. I've got them all of my dates from even 2022. Ladies. You got to understand what your goal is, or you're going to be looking crazy. It's going to be 2026 and you haven't done nothing. All right? So I need to know. I need to know what that is. So in order to get into let's just say a healthy body fat percentage, as per this body scan, I would need to lose 27.6 pounds of body fat, not weight on the scale. Because the weight on the scale is a combination of water, bones, tendons, ligaments, fat, muscles. Okay? So I need us to first start there. So the first step is for you to go get your body scan. And I think Crunch actually has a body scanner. Your gym probably has one somewhere, but I need you to ask for it. Before you do, I know it's the first, you done went to the gym, but I need you to start with that. I need you to go to the gym and ask somebody, hey, if they say it's $20, $25, go ahead and break bread, get it done so you will be able to measure that. Okay, so that's number one. Get your body scan done, all right? So number two, this is very, very important. I need you to decide what you're going to do for your nutrition this month, okay? What type of nutrition are you going to subscribe to for these next 31 days? All right. This is very important here is to make a decision, because going back and forth on your diets or going back and forth on how you want to eat, going back and forth does not serve you because you don't know what works. If you're on your friend's page and they're like, oh, girl, just do the military diet, boiled egg and some toast for breakfast, Bob, and they give you something crazy. And then the next week you're like, oh, that's too hard. I want to try something else. And then the next week you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. You don't know what works if you don't stay on it. If you do not stay on the process, I say for at least 90 days. I know that's a lot of time, okay? And if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so you got to decide on your nutrition and you got to stick to it. This is how you're going to lose 5 pounds in the next month. And I know this is going to be, some of you are going to feel this way. You know, I'm going to be 100% honest with you from my professional, it's not opinion, it's a fact. Healthily, you should be losing 1 to 2 pounds per week. I let it settle in and disappoint you. Let it settle in, guys. I didn't say 5 pounds a week. I said 1 to 2. I didn't come up with this though. Luckily for you, I'm not a scientist. You could go look it up yourself, okay? So 1 to 2 pounds a week is what you are shooting for. And if you are a person who's like, I want to do more than that, my question to you then is, when have you ever done more than that and it stuck? That's my question. My question is, When was the last time you lost 5 pounds a week consistently for 365 days? Oh, I did it for 6 months. I said what I said. When was the last time you had a nutrition program or a workout program that was a lifestyle change that you stuck to? We got to get out of being super extreme on these things because of what social media says or what pops up in our head. All right. So 1 to 2 pounds a week is healthy, is the healthy part. So do the math. You say you want to lose 30 pounds by the end of February. How many weeks is that? 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 is the healthy goal. I want to do double that. When was the last time you stayed on a diet consistently for 8 weeks, beloved? When? Because I can look at your Facebook pictures and your videos and tell that it hasn't been like that. I can tell you from my own how I'm a trainer, okay? I can tell you from my own lifestyle that generally doesn't happen. 1 to 2 pounds. Once you get to even to a certain point of doing that 1 to 2 pounds, it gets a little bit harder when you pass that 90-day mark. You have to be very, very intentional. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox. But you need to decide on a nutrition program. I have 2 hacks that I would love for you to consider. Okay. This comes from studies from this girl named Jessie. Okay. She is a scientist and she did a study on glucose. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because in the Black community, a lot of us have diabetes and we're pre-diabetic. A lot of our kids are pre-diabetic. A lot of your kids are pre-diabetic and a lot of your kids are pre-diabetic. Okay. Listen, I always say everybody is one skittle away from a rainbow. You never know, right? You have to start being mindful. So being that in the South, we have carb heavy and sugar heavy diets. This is what I want you to take on, okay, for your diet or for your nutrition. Number 1, your first meal of your day needs to be one that does not contain sugar unless it's a fruit, like a actual banana, actual apple, actual berries or whatever. Berries, ideally, because they are a lower sugar fruit, okay? We're not, 2025, we're not starting our day off with cereal. We're not going to start our day off with things that are bagels. We're not going to start our days off with high sugar anymore because what it ends up doing is spiking your blood sugar and it's hard for you to lose weight after that. Listen to me. When you eat a high sugar meal like that, your pancreas releases insulin, right? Your insulin is like a net. I would say it's like SpongeBob jellyfishing, right? SpongeBob's trying to catch the jellyfish. Well, your insulin is trying to catch the glucose, catch the sugar that you just ate. You just ate a whole bowl of sugar. You ate a whole bowl of cereal. This is for your churn too. So when you eat that, blood sugar goes up and your body's like, oh snap, it's too much sugar in here. And then your pancreas is like, go get the insulin. We need to go get the insulin. So it tries to catch all the glucoses, all the little sugars. Well, sometimes it can't. Okay. And when it can't, your cells get exhausted and tired and they done. Now here's the part. The priority for your body when you eat a high sugar meal like that, okay, is to get your sugars back regulated. That is why people who are type 2 diabetics have to take insulin shots. Or people who are type 1, although that's a different genetic thing, okay, it's not food related, you have to have your insulin pumps, right? So when that cellular process happens, the fat loss process shuts down. Can we get into it? So if you're on your weight loss journey and you're like, I want to lose these 5 pounds this month, if you are starting your day with a sugary breakfast, you are literally fighting against your goal of losing fat. You might be trying to figure out, how come my stomach's still big? How come I can't lose no fat? It's because your freaking pancreas is fighting for its life trying to get them insulins out because you're eating that high sugar meals. So first meal of the day, what I want you to do If you can do this, let me know. I need a savory meal. That's the first meal. I'm not gonna say breakfast because the first thing y'all like to say is I don't eat no breakfast. Okay, I don't eat breakfast. First meal of the day is a savory breakfast. It's not a sweet breakfast. Now, I'm gonna give you some examples. Let's just say avocado toast on sourdough bread, okay, or on a gluten-free bread. And when I say breakfast, it's simply breaking your fast. It's not necessarily eating early in the day, because like to some of you like to eat later on in the day, and that's totally fine. It's not for me to say. You know what I'm saying? Another savory breakfast is an omelet, okay? Putting those vegetables in it. Another savory breakfast to my people who are vegetarian vegans, simply getting a bowl of sauteed vegetables is fantastic. Having like I said, a sourdough bread or gluten-free bread, having that, having you a piece of fruit on the side, right? And Shamira's putting some in here: hummus, toast, eggs, smoked salmon, tomatoes. Is hot chocolate bad to drink early in the morning? Absolutely. 100,000 billion percent. If you are, and y'all, I mean, some of y'all go, it is what it is. We need to start having a savory breakfast. And here's the part, y'all. When I say have a savory breakfast, it doesn't mean you can't have nothing the rest of the day, but we need to set the standard of our day, especially when it comes to weight loss and fat loss. Set the standard for your health early in the morning. That's why y'all got the itis during the day. You started your day off with something sweet. You got a donut and you got a cup of coffee. You got a cookie and you got a cup of coffee with a whole bunch of cream in it. Yes, that's a problem. I'm just 100,000%. Okay. So you want to make sure you start with a savory breakfast, which is fantastic. At the second hack I want to give you on the nutrition side, depending on, or this is more like nutrition and fitness side, is when you eat a meal, okay, let's just say you eat, I don't know, let's just say pho, because that's my favorite, one of my favorite foods. Let's just say you eat pho for lunch, okay? You have a 90-minute window to where your blood sugar peaks. So within that 90-minute window, I need you to either walk for 10 minutes, okay, so that your blood sugar will level out. Or if you cannot, let's just say you're sitting down for lunch at your job, if you do some heel raises at your desk for 10 minutes, if you do heel raises at your desk for 10 minutes, your blood sugar will regulate and it will level out. You won't have such a high spike in your blood sugar. Okay? I hope that explains. The question is, what can I substitute in my coffee instead of sugar? Um, People have different opinions about sugar substitutes. That's on you, okay? I will personally use a sugar substitute. I think everything in moderation, always, period, point blank. So you might use a Truvia or a Splenda or something like that. Otherwise, you can have your savory breakfast and then have your coffee after that, okay? And then make sure you do your walking or your calf raises at your desk, okay? So I hope that helps a little bit. I know that this is a lot of information, but the big part about it is that we don't want your blood sugar to start spiking in the mornings, okay? Because that raises your baseline for your insulin, okay? And we don't want that. We want to regulate that across, because when your pancreas, I'm gonna say it again, when your pancreas is putting out insulin, fat loss process stops. Okay, let me tell you what else stops. When you drink alcohol, okay, not only just the calories part, we can manipulate calories, but on a cellular level, when you are drinking alcohol, because alcohol is poison, I don't care if it's vodka, tequila, wine, Trulies, I don't care. If it is alcohol, your body sees it as poison. So the process of your liver trying to metabolize alcohol, guess what stops? The fat loss process. Okay? Okay? Listen, herbal tea, like Shamara said, is your best friend as well. Carolyn, cream. If it has sugar in it, it's a no. If it's sweet, it's a no in the morning. Especially if you're diabetic. Especially if you're trying to lose weight. Especially if you're trying to lose fat. That's what I got to say about that. Praise the Lord. I'm off it. But I'm just telling you, those two things is whooping our tail. It's whooping it. We just over here eating high sugar things, up and down, blood sugar, spike. Next thing you know, we looking crazy. We got a stroke. Okay? We looking crazy. We got to be admitted to the hospital. We looking crazy. I can't believe I'm the pre-diabetic. How did you not know you're going to be pre-diabetic when you start your morning every morning with something sweet? And you're not moving around. You're not drinking no water. Okay? So there are some lifestyle changes that we need to make amends with and be like, how important is my health? Is it important for me I can drink my cup of coffee early in the morning, or I can drink it 2 hours later? Early in the morning does not serve me, but if I drink it a couple hours later, cool, right? So that's number 2, deciding on your nutrition. Next, when it comes to your nutrition, I need you to get a B+ every day, if not an A. That's what I need. And when I say have a B+ or A score, when you finish the end of your day, give yourself a score. If you did 50-50, I kind of did good today, whether you got a C. And that means you're not going to probably get your degree. Okay? That means you're not going to get admitted to nursing school. If your child this is my question. Yeah, let's get into it. If your child or any young kid came to you and got a C or a D or an F every day in school, what you was going to do? Go have a parent-teacher conference and have a conference with them and be like, you need to tighten up, you need to get A's. That's the same thing with your nutrition. When your goal is to lose weight or to lose fat, you cannot skip on your nutrition. You can't skip on your nutrition. But D, I go work out 3 hours a day and you're still a roly-poly. How do I know? Because I used to do it. Wear myself out. Nutrition is not how it needs to be. I'm trying to outdo a diet that does not serve me by cardio. And it don't do nothing except make you lose muscle mass and slow down your metabolism. Ladies over 40, you cannot afford that. Okay? Hormones already messing up your muscle mass. Boo. Okay? You need to get your diet tight. This is how we're going to lose 5 pounds this month. We're going to commit to it, and we're going to get a B+ every day. A B+ is the weekends. We're getting A's during the week, though, beloved. Okay? Number 3, y'all is going to fight me on this, but luckily, I can throw a Buick across the highway, and I don't care. No cheat days anymore until you reach your goal. Period. Really, no cheat days, period. And when I say cheat days, I mean you just letting loose with your diet, ain't doing nothing, rubbing your feet together, watching Netflix all day. You done ate chili cheese dogs all day. Started your day off with 6 Krispy Kreme donuts. You started your day off with some sweet potato pie and a coffee, and you ain't been doing nothing. You don't get no cheat days. I don't know when we started this, when it comes from cheating on our diet every day and then wondering why we're admitted to the hospital. I don't know why. I don't know why so-and-so had to go. Well, look at so-and-so's diet, right? We don't get any more cheat days. Here's the part. You don't have to be perfect, but 80% of your day has to be good. Because we're going to have the drink. We're going to have the food. Me too, included. I'm not excluded, okay? But we have one meal, okay. But you get right back on it, y'all. And you use those hacks that I said. Go walk right after the meal. Okay? Starting your day with a savory meal. So, that's number 3. I don't want to hear nothing about no cheat day. This is my cheat day. No bookie butt. No bookie butt. You can have a cheat meal. I call it a treat meal because, babe, I'm going to get me a 12-piece lemon pepper honey, hot honey. And then I'm going to walk every single time. Okay? Number 4. Half of your body weight in ounces of water. So however much you weigh, divide that by 2. That's how many ounces of water you need to drink a day. Okay? Major keys there. I know you don't want to drink no water, but I don't care. If you say you don't want to drink no water, but you want to lose some weight, then either I'm a lie or you a lie. Okay? But you need to drink half of your body weight in ounces of water. And to be quite frank, that is just a general hydration metric. Okay? Just to stay generally hydrated. That's not even people who are physically active. Okay? So if you have a physically active job, you're walking all the time, or you work out a lot, or you have a combination of both. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you run behind the kids all day, you ripping and running, it's still the same. You're an everyday athlete also, stay-at-home mothers. You still need to drink your half of your body weight in ounces. And here's the fun part about it. Once you lose them 5 to 10 pounds, you don't have to drink as much water. Look at God, okay? The other thing drinking this water does is to help lower your blood pressure. This is a really big epidemic, you already know, in the Black community. It helps to regulate your A1C levels, okay? It helps with digestion. It helps to detoxify the organs. A lot of people are asking for detoxes right now because it is January 1. The best part is you got to get that water in, okay? Got to get that water in. All right. Now, notice I haven't talked about exercise yet. It's because exercise is at the bottom of this list. All right, I'll get to it. Next is 6 to 8 hours of sleep, y'all. 6 to 8 hours of sleep. 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 You better be freaking going to sleep. D, I can't go to sleep. It's because you be scrolling on the internet. You have no night routine. You just trying to be in the mix until you close your eyes. Set an alarm, turn your phone off. You're not going to miss anything between the hours of when you're supposed to be asleep and when you're supposed to get up. Okay? It can wait, but you got to get some rest. That makes a big, big difference in your cortisol levels, ladies. You know what y'all be doing? Y'all be talking about, I just want to lose my stomach. If you want to you lose your stomach, ladies, get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, half of your body weight in ounces of water, no whole cheat days, get a B+ every day in your diet, decide on your nutrition because you got your body skin. Okay? Ladies, that's how you're going to lose your stomach. But y'all don't want to do that because these things take intentionality. They're easy to do and they're easy not to do because we think it's optional, okay? And there's no glory behind it. But it's very, very important to do that. Number 6, stress management. Same thing, okay? It doesn't take much for these different body processes to happen, all right? When you are stressed out, it takes less than 2 minutes for your liver to release cholesterol. Less than 2 minutes, okay? And so it's very, very important for you to manage your stress as best you can, okay? And there are parts of this stress management that you really do need to eliminate. Of course, we can't always quit our job, but there are sometimes you're in relationships that do not serve you. There are friends that you have that stress you out as soon as you see their name on your phone. You don't want to pick up the phone, but you do it anyway because it's a part of your routine. Please manage your stress, y'all. My recommendations for that, breath work, stretching, very, very key. You're not old, you just need to stretch. Okay? Breath work, stretching, yoga, a gentle type of flow. Okay? Sit by the water, sit by yourself, whatever. But you got to manage your stress. This is a non-negotiable to lose this weight. Non-negotiable to lose this weight. Do you want to lose it or do you want to keep talking about it? Okay? Next, this is number 8. I talked about this, eliminating alcohol. Your body cannot start the fat loss process when you're full of liquor. Okay? There are people who eat like birds and all they do is drink wine and they do Pilates and they look like spaghetti noodles like this. Poor nutrition. You got poor muscle mass. Also, when you drink alcohol, your protein synthesis, the process in which you build muscle has to stop because your body is trying to get the alcohol out. I hope that's helpful. Okay? So, I need you to be cutting out the alcohol. I love you. I know it's going to be Mardi Gras season, but February. So in January, cut it out. Praise the Lord. Next, lift weights, resistance train 3 days a week. Okay? If you are over 35, your rump needs to go find some weights to pick up and put down. I know you like to walk. I know mama didn't walk. I know your grandma walked. I know your auntie didn't walk. I know all of that. I know they walked. But guess what you need to do, ladies? You need to start lifting some weights. You got to start moving some weights. Because we just get too fragile. We start getting too fragile and crazy. Lifting weights is the fountain of youth. And let me tell you this is the other reason why. The more muscle mass you have, the higher your metabolism, the more calories you burn at rest. Okay? So that's a major, major key. I'm not going to go into the details of that, but please make sure you lift those weights. Number 9, 150 minutes of cardio weekly. So that looks like less than 30 minutes a day. So for some people, it may look like 20 minutes a day. You can break it up into 10-minute splices. You have 10 minutes. Y'all been watching me for 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes. Just if you talking to your friend on the phone, go walk while you talking on the phone. Y'all go talk for an hour. You could have got your cardio in for an hour. So make sure you do 150 minutes of cardio weekly, not more than that. Cause I already know what you're thinking. I wonder if I could do double. This is not one of those, if I do more, I get better results. Exercise is not like that. If you do more, you get worse results. You do more. If you do more than what I'm recommending, okay, I'm going to tell you what happens. You break down your muscles, okay? You're trying to figure out how come my butt not lifting up, you're working out too much, number 1. Number 2, you can't recover. You might be too sore to do anything, okay? You're not able to go to sleep at night, okay? Your body can't recover. That's number 2. That happens when you over-exercise, when you do too much. Don't go past that. If anything that you're going to tighten up on, it's going to be your diet and water intake. It's not going to be working out more. Because working out does not burn as many calories as you think. Choosing to not eat a big bag meal for breakfast is what will help your calories go down. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. Next, now y'all gonna, some people gonna fight me over this, but I can fight, okay? Take your medication. Take your meds, okay? Take your medication. Specifically, I want to talk to women who are premenopausal, okay? I need you to take your meds. If for whatever reason you went to the doctor because you were concerned that your health was declining or something wasn't right, and you have medication that is a hormone regulator, whether it's thyroid or whatever, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a pharmacist, so I can't speak on that. But I need you to take it. And I need you to share with your doctor what's going on, okay? And I have a client who will take her in-body scans to her doctor and will take her food logs to her doctor and be like, this is what I've been doing. Can we modify my medication? But you need to take it. And I'm going to explain to you why I think you should take your medication from a trainer standpoint. Is medication is not created for you to be on forever. Okay, let's start there. And we need to take responsibility for not being on our medication forever. We need to start doing what it takes. Okay. And let's just say you're on blood pressure medication. If you are on blood pressure medication, it's probably because your blood pressure was so high at some point for an extended amount of time, for 90 days or more, that you have to have a little pill to instantly make you go back down, okay? Medication is like a life raft. You're drowning. Medication is the life raft for you to just hold on to so you can breathe, okay? Eating right and having good nutrition that is in alignment with how you need to get better in your health is you swimming to the shore. And when you are losing the body fat, creating healthy lifestyle changes, exercising more, getting your rest, managing your stress, you finally feel the bottom of the pool or the ocean on your feet, and you're able to walk back to the shore. Okay? But even when you barely can feel it, you still have to hold on to that life raft if you can't swim, correct? Yes. Your medication is the same thing. Even when you're getting closer, maybe they can reduce your medication by half because you can kind of feel the bottom of the sea, right? You kind of feel the bottom of the pool. And then once you're able to walk out the pool and then practice swimming on your own, you could be off of your medication. But beloved, because I see too many black women do this. Beloved, when you get your medication, y'all decide you don't want to take it, even though you took yourself to the hospital and asked what's wrong. They tell you what's wrong and they give you medication, you don't want to take it. But then you don't want to make no lifestyle changes consistently. We have to start doing that, y'all. This is going to be a part of your this is going to be a part of your weight loss journey, y'all. Some of y'all's medication is actually going to help you lose weight. Some people who are on diabetic medication, you might be on a Wegovy, you might be on an Ozempic. Go take it, beloved. Who cares what everybody else say? You don't have to tell everybody everything, but do what you got to do. And then when you start to track all of those things and give the metrics to your doctor, ask them, can you cut this in half, boo-boo? Look, this is what I've been doing. Can we get another BMP? Can we get another blood panel, please? Can you look at my A1C, please? Okay? So really make sure you take your medications how they're supposed to be. I have a friend who literally, she stopped taking her hormone medication and she premenopausal, was looking crazy. She was looking crazy. She started taking her meds back. Guess what happened? Stomach went down, stopped having so many hot flashes, hormones was regulated. But she still is living a healthy lifestyle. Okay? This is my pet peeve when it comes to weight loss and medication and all of that stuff. You want to take your medication, but you don't want to make lifestyle changes because you're using your medication as like an erase for what you do. No, you need to do both. Lifestyle change, medication. Praise the Lord. That's just my opinion. You are entitled to your own. Praise the Lord. Okay, but stay in communication with your doctor. All right. So that is how you will lose 5 pounds this month. Now, the part about weight loss is that you have to be in a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit. You have to be in a calorie deficit. I don't care how you get there. You can be in a calorie deficit by using intermittent fasting. You can be in a calorie deficit by using meal replacement shakes. You can be in a calorie deficit by only eating fruits and vegetables. You could be in a calorie deficit by having low carb. You could be in a calorie deficit by only eating meat. I don't care. You could just eat balanced to be in a calorie deficit, but you got to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight, y'all. And so if you get on the scale, like I was talking about, your first thing is to get your body scan. If you do your body scan and then you do it again in 4 weeks, and then you do it again in 8 weeks, and then you do it again in 12 weeks, if you have not lost any weight at all, any fat weight at all, you have not been in the calorie deficit. Period. It's just weight loss is about calorie deficits. It's not about any magical workout or magical diet. It's just something that you stick to in order to be in a calorie deficit. Once you finally get into a calorie deficit, then it's easier to get that ball rolling, okay, for the next few months, for the rest of the year in order to reach your goal, okay? The second thing for you to understand is a person who is 200 pounds that wants to lose weight will lose weight at a different pace than someone who is 400 pounds, okay? Someone who is 400 pounds has 100 pounds to lose. So perhaps they can lose 100 pounds in a year. I've helped 4 people do that before, and I've seen it happen without surgery. I've seen it happen with surgery. I've seen it happen without supplements. I've seen it happen with supplements. Either way, calorie deficit applies to everyone, okay? And all of these rules that I've given you is the same thing, y'all. And I'll make a video going more in depth about the nutrition part of it. But in general, these, I'll say 10 points is how you will lose weight. You got to be in a calorie deficit. You got to be consistent. Okay. Now, if you notice, number 9 was cardio. Okay. The reason why cardio is at the bottom of this list is because the amount of calories you burn in a session doing cardio is very minuscule, very small, very small. I'm going to give you an example. Let's just say you pick the hardest machine in the gym, and that's the Stairmaster. You got on the Stairmaster, and you got on that mug for an entire hour. I mean, you getting it. You followed that girl on TikTok, and you're getting it. Once you get off of the Stairmaster, your heart rate comes down, and it goes back to your regular resting heart rate. Guess what? You're done burning calories that is associated with that exercise. That's it. You're done. Okay? So let's just say you burn 450 calories on the Stairmaster. And then you go to Subway and you're like, okay, now I'm gonna go get a sandwich and I'm gonna go get some baked chips and some water. The sandwich is 1,000 calories. Okay. You just stood on that Stairmaster for 450 calories for an hour, only to eat double that. The reason we don't want to do too much extra cardio is because we get really, really hungry and we start to overeat, and that's how you undo your result, okay? The other layer of that is, why do I say lift weights? Why do we do that? The reason we do that is because when you are lifting weights, the residual effects from calorie burn for the next 48 to 72 hours, you keep burning calories associated with that exercise. So the question is, would you rather do, let's just say, one class of cardio dance, okay? You might burn 300 calories or 400 calories. Or you can lift weights, okay, and have residual calorie burn effect for the next 3 days. Or you can do both. And when you do both in moderation and do it the right way, then you're able to get the results you want in that month. So the goal should be not just 5 pounds lost in a month. It should be 5 fat pounds. I need 5 fat pounds. When you start losing that body fat, that's when you start seeing your shape. A lot of black women say, I want to keep my shape though. I want to keep my shape. I don't want my stomach to go down. These are all the things that you need to do for that. You can't just go outside and walk for 4 miles. I mean, fantastic. Cardio is good for your cardiovascular health. But when it comes to losing body fat, you got to have all of these elements and they got to click. It's like a cylinder and it has to be consistent. So I hope that was helpful. I will probably break down different elements of those things as the week goes on and teach a little bit more on it. This week's focus is consistency. We have to be consistent. When it comes to weight loss, inconsistency is a non-negotiable. Let's get into it. You say you want to lose them fat rolls. I want to lose them fat rolls. Okay. Consistency. But I don't know if I can eat right. Well, babe, throw in the towel, babe. You pick another goal. You either can rise to the occasion of who you need to be and what you need to do, or you can lower your goal. And that's up to you. Sometimes we just want to lower our goals. Forget it. Okay? So that's how you're going to lose the weight. We're not losing 10 pounds in a month. I love y'all so much. If you do that, you're probably sick and dehydrated. I love you so much. And we're not finna do that. 2025, when you know better, you do better. Okay? So anyways, Wellness Week is Monday, and that's all free classes with me. So if you're like, I don't know where to start, Bookie, come to Wellness Week. It's free. Go to www.fit, F-I-T, and A-N-D, Boujee, B-O-U-J-E-E.com. You can register for Wellness Week for free and get your journey started. But between then and now, I need you to tighten up your diet. I need you to go ahead and do that. I need you to go ahead and tighten your diet up right now. A lot of people seem to be scared. You're like, I'm scared of D. You being scared of me has nothing to do with your results. Yes, I'm going to call you to hire. Yes, I'm going to ask you to work. And yes, I'm going to ask you, did you take your vitamins? You're looking crazy, okay? Second thing to get ready for Wellness Week, please make sure you eat. I don't want to hear nothing about y'all talking about some, I ain't eat today because I'm trying to lose some weight. Girl, if you don't eat that dang on protein, don't stress me out and don't piss me off. Okay, that's a major, major key. Make sure you're drinking that water to get ready for Wellness Week. Everybody gonna be looking how they look. It's just gonna be a good time. So stay connected. We have line dancing. Get your little movement in. Y'all, movement is the easy part when it comes to weight loss. Moving is easy because that's what the body is used to moving. It's the nutrition part y'all don't want to do. And that's why many of us are shaped like cinnamon rolls. Shaped like a cinnamon roll. We shaped like a hot sausage. We shape like whatever we be eating because we don't want to address the elephant in the room, and that is poor nutrition. Okay? We need to get a B+ every day in our nutrition. Period. Across the board. All right? I love y'all. It's about to be carnival season. Mardi Gras and carnival season. You want to fit good into your dresses? I'm telling you, if you do these 10 steps for the next 4 weeks, your dress gonna fit like butter. It's gonna, don't make this harder than it should be. It's gonna fit like butter. It's gonna go on. You ain't gonna worry about squeezing your back in, having to get somebody to pull your dress up and this, that, and the other. It's gonna go on like butter. Start today. Start today. So I'm gonna tell you what this list of things are, and then I'm gonna go off here because I've been talking a long time. Number one, get your body scan because you don't know what your body is made up of. So write that down. If you're still on here, if you have the capacity, please write this down. Number one, get your body scan so you can see what your body is made up of so you can set a really good goal. You might find that your goal should be to gain muscle mass, or you might find that you picked a really big goal for your weight loss and your body actually does not have that to lose, okay? So that's number one. Get your body scanned. And like I said, I have an InBody scanner. It's $20 to get scanned if you're not a member. And then Tracy at Creative Corner has an InBody scan. I think you just make a purchase at her cafe, or you can go to your gym and ask, do they have a body scanner? So that's number one, get a body scan. Number two, decide on what type of nutrition you're going to subscribe to. My suggestion, if you don't know where to start, the first meal of the day needs to be savory, is not sweet. And then for like a heavier meal, lunch or whatever, make sure you move within 90 minutes of eating that meal. And if you can't go outside and walk, sit at your desk and do calf raises. Just lift your heels off the ground for 10 minutes. That calf muscle will help regulate your blood sugar. So that's number two. Number three, get a B+ to an A every day in your nutrition, okay? Not a C, not a D, not an F. We want to get a B+ and an A. That B+ gives you wiggle room to have those Oreos you want. That B+ gives you wiggle room to have the ice cream you want. The B+ gives you wiggle room to go have some cake, whatever, to have you a drink. That's what the B+ is, okay? B+ on weekends. Next, no cheat days. We are not cheating all day long, never. We're not doing that. One meal, one drink, done, donezo, done. And we're not going to do that, okay? Not all day, one meal. Next, half of your body weight in ounces of water. Next, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Then, after that, you need to really regulate your stress, manage it, or eliminate the things you know need to be eliminated, beloved. Okay? Number 8, eliminate alcohol if you are actively in a weight loss process. Eliminate it for at least 4 weeks. It needs to be eliminated. And if you are focusing on muscle mass gain, you need to eliminate it, period, until you reach your goal. Okay? Next, lift weights or resistance train 3 days plus out the week. And I would suggest maybe just 3 full body days. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I could go down a rabbit hole. But 3 full body days. Number 9 or number 10 is 150 minutes of cardio weekly, 7 days out the week. And, you know, walk at a good pace. It could be cleaning. It could be playing with the kids. It could be anything. I'm not just going to tell you that going to the gym is the only way you can do cardio, because it's not. Okay, so make sure you get your blood pumping. We need that to keep our lungs healthy and to keep our circulation right, our digestion, all that stuff. So really don't skip that, but don't use cardio for weight loss. Use cardio for health, for general health. Okay. And then lastly, make sure you take your medication, especially when it is the medication that has to do with regulating your hormones, women who are premenopausal, or if you have, let's just say, PCOS, endometriosis, thing like that. Make sure you take that and keep a close relationship with your doctor. Ask the questions, ask for the blood panels, and ask to understand what these numbers are and how you should adjust nutritionally to your diet. Ask those things, you guys. Make sure you ask. You can't ask me. I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to send you back to your doctor with questions to ask. So really make sure you get those questions. And the bonus one is to make sure that you are in a calorie deficit. That's how we lose weight, is calorie deficit every single time. So I hope you have a great day. That is your vitamin D for free. That was a really long vitamin D for free, but I will see you at Wellness Week, and I am excited to coach you to a healthier lifestyle this year. Happy 2025, y'all. Bye-bye. Oh, share this video.